Hello CDA2, this is your week 2 explanation. We're moving on to module 2. And so what I wanted to explain to you, whether you are doing preschool or infant and toddler, and I currently have the preschool one in front of me. When you go to standard 1, it doesn't have a page number on it, but it talks about the first competency is to establish and maintain a safe, healthy learning environment. And so when you go over to the opposite page, it lists the competencies, the functional areas that relate to them, and then a brief description. So for the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at safety, then health, and then how do you make a learning environment. So we dive right into functional area 1, which is a safe environment. This goes along with the purpose of minimum standards. They want quality, but at the end of the day, you bring a child to a child care facility or send them to school, and you want them to come back the same way you left them at the end of the day. So how do you keep them safe? And so in the Beatty book, we're going to be talking about chapter 1 about a safe environment. You're going to read the functional area and the lecture materials, and then there's 3 activities that go along with safe environment. So the first is going to be the lecture that I did, and it's from the view of the PD specialist. When they come into the room, what they're going to be looking for to give you 3s. And so some of them have to do with the way you've designed your environment, and some of them have to do with the interactions and the observations of the teaching that goes on in the classroom. And so you've got a 20-question quiz with 1 point apiece going over how do you create a safe environment for children. And then these are the resource collection items. So in CDA 1, part of it is to look at the idea that you're going to create this physical portfolio that can be a binder. And in it is going to be all of these items, the competency statements and the resource collection items that you need to prove that you have. So the first one is first aid and CPR. So you're going to take the certificate, the card, scan it, take a picture of it, and you're going to upload it. You may have taken them together, and so it's just one card. They may be separate. If you are working in a school or a child care center and you are scheduled, what if I don't have it? You need to find a training and register for a training and submit that as documentation that you will get it done, even if the training is going to be in January. That way it proves that you're working towards this resource collection item. And then next is going to be the weekly menu. So if you work for a school, this is going to be the weekly menu in the school. If you're in a child care center, this will be the weekly menu that you will serve that week. It may be like my child care facility where Mackenzie went, they had like a 4-week rotation. You can have all 4 weeks in there. You can have just 1 week, but you need at least 1. You're going to make comments of it. For you to receive 25 points, you just have to upload the menu. You will reflect on the menu in your competency statement. Next is going to be your field experience, and this is going to be in the classroom. So if you are currently in a classroom, you are going to be doing this outdoor checklist. You will print it out, and then you will go through the outdoors and complete it. If for some reason you don't work at a child care facility or in the school, you will go to a public park. You can go to the neighborhood school when they are not in session on Saturday and do it that way. That way you get the experience of doing this. So this one's from the American Academy of Pediatrics. And then you're going to answer these questions. Where did you do it? What's your initial impressions? Is there anything that needs improvement? Are the toys age appropriate? So like where Mackenzie's going to public school right now, there is a K through 2 playground, and then there's a 3 through 5 3rd through 5th grade playground. That's the older playground. So there's higher heights and more climbing, things along those lines. What domains are there? And then I want you to go back through your competency book and look at it through the eyes of the PD specialist. How would you rate it that way as well? And so I believe that is all of our activities for this week. And so message me with any questions that you have, and have a great week.